Hello students, I am Mr. Rohan Chokle and welcome to this series of 3D technology used in television system. As in previous two lectures, we have seen what basic concept used in the 3D technology, and also we have discussed that how we can see or what are the different types of glasses used to see the 3D effect. Okay. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss how we can get that 3D effect without glasses, or what technology is used so that we'll get that 3D effect without using glasses. Okay, so that how this 3D TV work without glasses. So as I said, we have already seen the three types of glasses which are used to see that 3D effect, but all these three types of glasses can be nuisance, especially for the people who already wear the glasses. Okay, and that's why these people think that TV manufacturer will need to be more ingenious and develop a 3D technology that don't need these type of glasses. Okay, obviously if you are already wearing the glasses, and on that again if you want to see that 3D image or 3D picture, then for that again you have to wear another glass. Okay, so it can be nuisance. Okay, so because of that these people that they think that the TV manufacturer will need to be more ingenious, and so that they have to develop such a 3D technology that they don't so that they don't wear this type of glasses. So to overcome that, we have one option. One option we are having is that it is like holography. Okay, but the main drawback of this, or we can say that it would be probably mean redesigning TV cameras. So if we use this holograph technology, then in that case we have to redesign the TV cameras so that they use a complex laser mechanism that can capture depth as well as pattern of light and color. Right, so here if we are going to use this holograph technology, then in that case we have to redesign all the television system, or we can say we have to design the camera of that television system. Okay, which is again quite hectic work, or it requires more research and development. So another possibility we are having is that it is to use lenticular TV screen. Okay, what is that lenticular TV screen? Basically, this screen or this lenticular technique, it works like rigid plastic or lenticular printed book and magazine cover. So you can see that show slightly different images. You tilt back and forth. So this particular lenticular TV screen, it works similar to the rigid plastic or lenticular printed book. Okay, so that book or plastic, when you tilt at a particular angle, you will get one image on a screen, and the same page same screen if you tilt on another with a different angle, or on the or we can say with a different angle. If you tilt at one angle, you will get different image. If you tilt the same surface at another angle, you will get another image. Okay, so this is nothing but one type of lenticular technique. Okay, and that technique is used in this lenticular TV screen. Okay, so lenticles are simply row of very thin parallel plastic lenses that bends images either to the left or to the right. So this lenticules simple. These are what is lenticules? These lenticules are simple or thin parallel rows. Okay, these are the simple thin parallel rows of plastic lenses. Okay, and because of this, it bends the images to the left or the right side. Okay, so simply by placing these type of rows, okay, or lenticles in front of TV screen, you could relatively easily send two slightly different pictures to the person's left and right eye, so that they see a single fused image in 3 dimensions. As we know that to get the 3D effect from 2D image, what we have to do, we have to get two slightly different images of same image. One is for left eye, one is for right eye. So by combining that two images, we get the 3D image. So same here. Here in front of TV screen, we have to place these lenticules, okay, so that they generate two different images, slightly different images, right? One is for right and one is for left eye, and whatever image captured by left and right eye will get combined by the brain and will get the 3D image of that. Okay, so this technology is used or this technique is used in lenticular TV screen, or it is used for lenticular TV screens. Although some TV manufacturers have successfully developed this lenticular TV, but it has a big drawback. Okay, this type of TV is already developed, right? But it has a main drawback. What that drawback is, that as we know that when you tilt, you have seen one stickers that you tilt on one side, you get one image, you tilt on another side, you will get another image, right? So for that, we have to play, or you have to keep that screen at a particular angle and at a particular distance, right? So if you get that angle and that distance, then only you get that image. Okay, if that angle and distance changed, you will not get the image. So that angle and the distance may plays a very important role in that case. So same drawback is here. So you have, what is drawback is there in the case of this lenticular 3D TV, that is you have to be sitting in exactly right place and at exactly right distance from the screen, so your two eyes receives their intended images in just the right way, that I said. So if you are having this lenticular 3D TV, then in that case you have to sit exactly right place and exactly at right distance, so that you will get the two, so that you will receive the two images to the eyes. One is for left and one is for right eye. Okay, if you sit or if you move too far to this side, the illusion will collapse and you will get probably just a messy blur. As I said, if you sit too far from the TV, or you sit at a different place, then in that case you will get a messy blur image. You will not get exactly 3D effect, you will get a blur effect. So this is a main drawback. So this is a drawback of this lenticular 3D TV. So while it does not sound that particular for family viewing, lenticular 3D work extremely well with laptop computers, right? So as I said, you have to sit at a proper angle and at a proper distance, right? So if you are having this TV and if you sit with the family for watching the 3D movie, then for a people or for a person who sat at a proper place, for that only he or she will get only the 3D effect. Rest of the people will not get the 3D effect because of the because we have to sit at a proper place. Okay, so those who sat at a proper place, they will get the 3D effect. Rest of will not get the 3D effect. So it means that this type of TV is not developed for family, or it is not suitable for family. It is only suitable for a person or for a single person, like a laptop. Okay, laptop is used by a single person. Okay, and for laptop we have to sit at a precise position and at a precise distance. So it is suitable, this type of TV is suitable for a single person only. Okay, so this is about this technology which is used to see the 3D effect without glasses. Okay, so I hope you understand this. So let's summarize what we have discussed in the last two and this lecture. So here is a quick summary of 4 most common 3D TV technologies. So in this diagram, so I have shown the diagram after the next slide. So we are looking down a person head from above, and that means we have taken the top view and we are comparing the different technologies, right? And we are also comparing how the 2 different images enter their 2 eyes in each cases. That 4 cases we are having, and we are just comparing each cases with each other. So first case, that or first type we have seen, that is, or first technology that we have seen, that is analograph. Sorry, we have seen the anaglyphy. So in that we have to wear the glasses with the colored lenses, so that your brain can fuse together the partly overlapping red and cyan color picture on the screen that we have seen. In the anaglyphy we have to use the 2 lenses, one is of red and second one is of cyan color, and by combining the light come received from that 2 lenses, we get the 3D. In polarizing, we have to wear the lenses that have filtered light waves, and in different we have to wear the lenses that filter the light wave in different ways, so each eye see a different picture. So in case of polarizing technique, polarizing filters are used so that we get the horizontal and vertically polarized light from left and right eye, and because of that we get the 3D image. Then we have seen the concept of active shutter. In that case, left and right lens of our eyeglasses are fitted with the liquid crystal display, and they are effectively on and off, or we can say open and close at high speed with rapid alternation, right? So again we have 4th type, that is lenticular, that we have discussed just now. Here we have used plastic row of plastic lenses in front of screen, and because of that we get the slightly different images to the left and right eye. Okay, so that we have seen, and I have shown the same with the help of picture. This is anaglyphy. This left eye is having the red colored lens, and right eye is having the cyan color lens. The left eye see the only red colored part of the image, and this right eye see this cyan part of the image, and by combining these two we get the 3D image of this picture. Again, in case of polarizing, here we are getting the vertically polarized light in the left eye, and here we are getting the horizontally polarized light in the right eye, and by combining these two we are getting the 3D image of this picture. And again, in active shutter, as I said, on-off text LCD liquid crystal display is used, which is electronically operated. So when right eye LCD or liquid crystal display is on, that time the image which is for right eye is get captured, and after that left eye is get closed, sorry, left, what we can say that image, sorry, after receiving the image from right eye, again during next fraction of second, the left eye lens is get open and right eye lens is get closed, and at that moment left eye receives the image, and by combining this left and right eye image we get the 3D picture or 3D image of this, or 3D effect of this picture, right? And this on off takes place very rapidly. And this one is lenticular, where in this case parallel plastic parallel lines are used, and accordingly that generates the image for left and right eye. So here we have seen the comparison of all the 4 techniques together. So I hope you understand this concept of 3D technology which is used in television system. Okay, so let's stop here. We'll stop over here. Thank you.